Chong had her little stream outside. Hey, hang on, I'm trying to set up this other stuff. So I figured he might allow me to do a terrace stream. Sometimes this happens, sometimes it doesn't. So, I don't know. Alright. I think this one's connected to this, but I figure I haven't been able to do yarn work for I don't know how long, so might as well do some of that. And then I dressed up a little bit and did a promotional today. I hear that's what you have to do when you're in this line of business. So I figured, what the hell? He's getting better at taking pictures. It took a lot of stuff to get him to do that. There we go. But today's been a very relaxing day. I think the most relaxing is I woke up and didn't have to work. That probably was the most relaxing part of the day. So, but I'm ready for terror streams if you'd like that, or if you just like to talk. Chong is napping. I feel like he's literally my child. So, I guess they are in a sense. And then my sister Katrina, she said that I was over on TikTok and she put a nudge in and said she liked my video and she's been going through personal trauma with a bad relationship. Try to warn her, but you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. And this is absolutely true. So I know it sounds insane, but I've heard that saying my whole life. You can lead a horse to water, Michelle, but you can't make him drink. But this is how some people are. But I'm probably going to stay on here probably about, I don't know, probably like 40 or 50 minutes. Because by that time, it'll be time to grab a little small meal and Chong will be getting up and he'll want to go outside and then we're going to probably stream a little outside after I get a small meal. I've been trying to eat small meals lately, especially after coming back from being sick. And then once my brother gets back from Disney World, I got more dentist appointments. So that's going to be real fun. So I don't know. I'm not looking forward to none of that either. You have to pretend you're in Florida and close your eyes as they're jabbing your jaw with all kinds of stuff and going to inch in your gum line. I had to go through that twice. I'm going to be going through that 3 times. I feel that they try to make money off of me, though. I feel some of this is unnecessary, but they seem to think it is, and I think they do this on purpose. He's a greedy guy. He's not. He's. I mean, he's not a horrible person. My oral surgeon, but I feel he's a little greedy. But he is a nice person. He took care of me on his way to India because I really needed the one deep cleaning. So I don't know. I just wish somebody would fix the chip on my tooth at some point. I've been waiting 3 months for these guys in between just getting really sick. Life is insane, and sometimes when you get really sick and get back to health, it's weird. It's like your life does a flip flop and you're healthier than you were before. I feel like Humpty Dumpty these days. I fell apart and I'm getting put back together. It's crazy. Very crazy and suspicious in the world. But I figure why not seize the moment and see where my life takes me. I don't know how all this is going, but I might as well ride it out and put one video out at a couple a day, couple live streams, because it's not that bad. You could be talking at home on the phone, or you could fix yourself up a little bit and go and camera, one or the other. I mean, seems pretty cut and dry. But you could ask a question. I know there's a couple people watching. If you want a tarot reading, I got my cards. I'm just knitting too, but I could put my needles down. I just like to be able to do stuff, and there's so many rules over here. I would so want to have new age music. I think that would be cool, or some witch music. And it sounds really pretty. It has an orchestra and everything. It kind of reminds me of church music, the witch music I've seen over here. And it's pretty good. And they got actually pretty good singers. I'd listen to that when I'm in the mood for that sometimes. I just kind of got to be in the mood because it's really good. Can you sleep on live? Can today? Why would I want to do that? It's boring to watch people sleep. I wouldn't do that. That would just be weird, I would think. I know my daughter in law did that over on TikTok. They had these sleep cams going, and I thought it was crazy. But no, I generally, when the camera goes off, it's my whatever's that'd be my private time. Because I believe there's just a lot of different bad people in the world, and you have got to be careful. But you guys know there's human trafficking and everything else going on in the world, so. And honestly, I hear that a lot of times, if I heard this from someone, if Americans travel, a lot of times the tourists are the ones that they like to nab. And they can sell you for money and all this stuff. It's crazy. I'm just so tired of people buying animals, buying people. I can see buying like soap or something, but I feel an animal is a being you connect with. I could see getting an animal just to get their shots and stuff and maybe pay that, but I don't feel people should to pay for animals, and I don't know, this trade for life is too much. But it's probably the vegetarian in me speaking, because I like the animals a lot, and I feel that, I mean, there was on Facebook, there was a guy that worked at one of those butcher places or slaughterhouses, and he showed these cows, and they had bloody tears coming down their face, and they chopped their heads off. And I'm just not excited about steak or hamburger or anything like that anymore. It just seems so cruel that that had to happen like that. There has to be a better way for us to kill, I guess, the animals for food in a better way. I don't really like how the pigs are treated. I watched a lot of industrial farming posts, and they're horrible. They take a pig and they put him in a steel cage, literally. And when this baby pig, I don't know, I think they artificial inseminate these pigs. I don't know what they do, but the pigs end up pregnant. But they're in these steel cages, or maybe they let. I don't know. I didn't get they didn't have the details over Facebook, but the mama was feeding the baby pigs, and she was still in this damn cage. And I don't. I get that we eat them and they have a short lifespan, but are they allowed to lay and just be animals like traditional farming? I mean, this is where people had their jobs, and a family could feed themselves. I don't understand why farming got just so, I guess, evil over the years. Traditional farming I was good with. This I can't hang with this. Okay, hang on. Oh, what's your bad news, Rube? I think that's right. Alright, hang on. Got one more stitch here to finish this row. Alright. Now let me see here. She was supposed to sleep over at my house last night after work, and she ghosted me and texted me this morning saying she was too deep in her thoughts and got sad. It sounds to me like she's redefining her life to see if she really wants to be with you or not. And if you're the person she wants to be with all the time and settle down with and, buy a house with and all that good stuff and have a dog, have a family dog and all that good happy stuff, the American dream. So, I mean, if she's going to be wishy washy, it's better she does it now. That's the worst thing you could do. You're all night waiting for her, you're giving her full control over everything. You're pretty much her, what do they call it? You're just being a doormat. That's it. Doormat. That's the word I was thinking. At this point, you're being a doormat, and she's feeling she could do whatever she wants at any time. And when she does whatever she wants at any time, she's just gonna try to come back eventually after she screwed up and tried to leave you and it didn't work out. I mean, I've heard of this practice, and I do know a couple friends that are female that do this, so it's not too far fetched. Yeah, one day, the next day, she does. Well, it's one day she's kind of feeling lonely, then the next day she realizes that she doesn't want to be with you. She's indecisive. And when people are indecisive, it means they're not sure of what they're doing is what they want to do. So if she's being indecisive, the only thing you could do is step back and say, if you don't want to be with me, let me know, and you got to let her go. And then if she comes back after that, then you're meant to be. I mean, that's just the way sometimes it has to be. I've done it a couple times. And it's the best thing to do because if you let them go and say, let's just go our separate ways, if you want to be friends, we can, whatever, but you got to mean it when you say it. And if they really truly love you the first week, they're probably crying because that's what people do. They have a lot of empathy. So they just cry and stuff, and then the more you don't call them, the more they think about it, the more they come to you. But you got to be willing to move on. And in this kind of circle, with her indecisiveness, she's just going to keep playing games with you. I'm going to put my foot down with her today, get some control whether she likes it, and push it. I sometimes ask to happen. I'm the bad guy every day of my life, so I like being the bad guy. I'm telling her that I tried already, and all she says is, "Oh yeah, I don't know." They all say, "I don't know." She's gonna say she's sorry too. I've heard this. I've had men crying and trying to do some bullshit stuff like this to me, and she's gonna say she's sorry, and that's when she's gonna want to get back together with you. You're gonna be that right after she does that, and you get all pissed off. Especially if you don't get never really got pissed off at her. That's how that's gonna run. And you're gonna have to. And if you really mean it, and you want to get your control, you've got to walk away, and you got to mean it. And that's it. I mean, who else gonna want her if she's playing games with you? She don't got her life together, and she's causing head trauma. Who the hell else wants to be with her? Men don't like head trauma. That's just all there is to it. If you want to be successful in life, you don't want a whole lot of head trauma holding you back. That's with your private, your business sector, all of it. You want someone that complements both, or you won't be successful in life. She's been saying sorry all night because she ghosted me. Said Sam. Who's Sam? Is it a girl or a guy? I have a niece named Samantha. We call her Sam. So, I mean, I don't. Honestly, with that, I would. That's probably the person that's whispering in her ear. Somebody's whispering some nasty, negative shit in her ear. It might be that person. Well, you guys get up early. You guys are up on my schedule, 5 in the morning. That's when I get out of bed. I don't know. I think she's hiding something. I feel there's some kind of deceitfulness somewhere. You really don't want a relationship with deceit. It's not very good to have. There's something going on with that woman. She got something and she up her sleeve, she hiding something. It's something big. And I feel it's something you wouldn't like. I don't I see something, but I almost see another person. But I'm not. I know they're not romantically involved or anything. But it's somebody trying to sway her away. I feel that she has a crush on somebody. I really do. I believe she loves you, but she has a crush on somebody. I'm thinking it's someone at work that kind of is vibing with her because she's pretty. That's what I'm picking up on. So, or somebody from work, or somebody associated with somebody from her work. It's something going on like that. I think that's why it's so hard to detect. Her friends, many a lot. Do you mean like, do you think she's dating the girls, or you mean like they're just friends that are girls? Because I was told by my younger son, when you say girlfriends, when you're a girl, it can mean you're in a girl-girl relationship. So I gotta clarify these things because I get my sons seem to be inquisitive about these things in life. But I want to say that these friends she's hanging out with, she got a crush on one of them. And she would like to, I feel that if she had the opportunity, she would like to be with that person. Maybe. I mean, I don't feel there's sex involved, but I feel like there's it that it wouldn't, if it came up, nobody would stop it. That's what I'm thinking. So, I mean, it could be, but there is a secret she's hiding, and there's a reason that she acts that way towards you. Because if you're having sex with someone and you're vibing with them, you're not gonna treat them like crap like that all the time. I mean, I might call my husband an asshole and stuff every once in a while, and insult him here and there, like in our fun way. But at the end of the day, we say we love each other and go to bed. So there's something lacking her, and I think that. What she did last night. I can see every day's a different day, and I get different mood. So, and ever since that moon eclipse, I almost damn passed out. I don't know if you had the same effect. I had this crystalline. One of my patients gave it to me. I called her an undercover witch. She knew a lot of stuff, and she has bone cancer. And she has like tons of money, and she gave it to me, and it was really blue. It was a blue moonstone. And she had a lot of energy, and it's almost damn white. With the different moon cycles, since I had this, and when I was under the moon, my whole entire body felt like it was vibrating, and it literally changed colors. And I've depending on the moon cycle, I could sometimes see different things in certain times because I think I absorbed a lot of moon stuff. People seem to be even more receptive to these kind of things when they're close to death. So let's see what path she is at. It's seeing what the universe likes me to do. It likes to show me paths, and I have no clue why. Alright. The past they're showing me about Joy is she's in right now a full moon in Aquarius, which pretty much at this point is signifying a love triangle. So I would assume it's you and someone else. I mean, hopefully she's not sleeping with you both. That would be awful. Hopefully it's just you and just the other person's a crush. Let's hope for that. And anyways, she's going towards, they're pushing her towards a new moon. And this is a new start. They're going to make her choose. And the other path, her future path, is blocked. She literally has to go from Aquarius to New Moon. And they are going to give her a new start when she does it, but they want her to pretty much like my family used to say, shit or get off the pot. So instead of keeping both of you dragging along, she has to give an answer. And then once she does that, she has to step out of. She got North Node, and that pretty much she needs to step out of her comfort zone of hiding from everyone and tell everyone the truth. And that's why that's being blocked. So there is someone else. But I feel he's a crush. And I feel the person she's crushing on has a boyfriend on top of that. She's with the person that she has a crush on is with another girl. So I don't think they're together. They're just like really good friends. And the person she has a crush on, already has a long term girlfriend. That's why it's going literally nowhere. You know how, like, if you ever crush on someone and you're good friends with them, and then you guys are fighting, other people dip into your fight, even though you've been together for 5, 6 years? I've had this happen to me. I've had what happened is happening to you and Joy happen to me like twice. I would just literally assess the situation. I would try. I had a pulse. I'm trying to think. I think it was Roosevelt. President Roosevelt had this perfect quote they used to say, or it was Roosevelt or Eisenhower. He used to say, keep your enemies closer and keep your loved ones at bay. So now I want to say, you got to be Russia. Let her be France. I like to be Russia when you're playing like games like this. I like personally. I like being Russia. She's trying, and let her be America or France. Sit there like Russia does. Russians are good for this. Why I love Russians. They plot. They plan a really good war, and they wait. That's why they're so deadly, Russians. And people like her that would be typical France in war times. They're there, they got their weapons, but they're not as equipped, they're not as deadly, and they're a little bit oversensitive and overconfident sometimes. This is what I think about, because I love history, but you got to be Russia at this point. Just sit there, observe, don't try to show too much feeling in this kind of situation because you have to have closure. And you got to snare her just like a spider. Put her in a spider web and trap her. To do this, you got to draw her in when And I mean, it's up to you if you want to have sex. I don't feel there's any sex involved because this other guy won't have sex with her because his girlfriend, he actually loves his girlfriend. I mean, he likes Joy as a friend, but I feel he really loves his girlfriend. And she's just being really stupid, having an innocent crush, and it's wrong, yes, but I like to come out the winner in this. And for you to come out the winner, I would probe her. You know, you're already doing it here and there. You know, start just writing down things she's saying and make mental notes. Just and start doing what the cops do it. They do it all the time with the questions. Ask her the same question a couple times and see what her response is, and if it comes up. If she doesn't, I know you're a smart person, by eye contact. But if she looks nervous all the time when she shouldn't, that's usually a telltale sign that someone's lying to you. So that's what I would do in that situation also. And then always, well, that's great. Just cut it off and you know what, you're a bad. Men like suck. So if you feel I don't feel she's sleeping with no one. I feel it's just really stupid. She's mentally cheating on you, but she's not physically. I mean, if you need to get pleasure, do what you need to do. I'm not judging you. I mean, we're human beings. We're all animals. Needs have needs, and as long as you respectfully get what you need and teach her a lesson, maybe you could be her karma. I mean, and then maybe through all this, if she, maybe this will make her change. But then I feel you're going to get another option. I see another girl coming into the picture because to whatever, the universe kind of works in different ways. What you do and put out comes to the opposite. You're the opposite. Since you're the victim in this, and she has someone that she has a crush on, someone's gonna have a crush on you now that's available, and actually is a little bit prettier than her. I don't know. I see blonde hair. I see long blonde hair, and she's gonna be about, to me. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty old, and I don't look my age, so she could be an older lady, but I see her appearing to look around 25, 30, something like that. But I know, I don't look my age, and I know 50-year-olds that look like they're 30. And then I know 80-year-olds that look like they're 52. So I don't want to be with anyone else. I'm not saying, you never know. Maybe when all this truth comes out, sometimes love changes. I'm just putting positive things out there if it goes wrong. They are sending you somebody that's gonna have a little crush on you soon. At least be nice about it if you don't like her. If when this person appears, at least be nice about it. If you do, let them down nicely, but there's always option two if you're cutting off your feelings and stuff. There's no harm in talking. So, but I don't. I literally just see mental with her, and that's it. So at least she's not cheating. Okay, who's this? HLV ma'am. I think that's hello, ma'am. I don't know, but hello. if that's hello. Yes, I'll probably turn them down because I'm waiting on joy. Well, you could do that too. But if other people come around, just be nice about letting them down because people crush on people and it's always nice to be nice about it because it you can hurt someone's feelings without really hurting someone's feelings out there. Some people are very sensitive. And you seem like a very handsome man, so I can see you hurting someone's feelings and not meaning it. And I'm not saying anything. I like you. You're nice. All right. Well, you want to know her path towards you? Let me read this real quick. What is going on here? For okay, I'll get that question after this one. That seems like a two-step over there. I gotta try to figure out that. You want to know the action of our relationship. That's a lot to ask. But let's see the path of her and you getting together. Alright. Well, your personal relationship with her is on the third quarter moon. And those are when adjustments are made and things like that. It's kind of like if you're in the middle of completing something or if there's a disturbance. And you guys are going towards a new moon in Gemini, which means there has to be communication. It's like a communication card because it's obviously everybody knows that Gemini's are two sided, but it means that you get a new moon in Gemini. It means there's not a definitive decision. Generally, it signifies. So I guess it's still half and half what it's saying. And then if all that's done with the communication and adjustments, you guys would be in a new moon in Cancer, and pretty much that just means like a renewal of family, I guess. You would say family relationships and different kinds of stuff like that. But whatever she's doing, she has to adjust it and stop. So that's what would have to happen for the other thing to happen. So communication will get better. Yeah, it's going to, and it's going to have to. Everybody gets closure one way or another. Even if you tell someone they're not going to get closure, they actually, the universe will make you have closure one way or another. You will meet somewhere and get your closure. So, closure is coming and communication is coming. It's just coming slowly. It's she just being stupid. So maybe this guy she thinks she has a crush on or whatever is gonna let her show her with his girlfriend what she's missing with you. And maybe she'll get a little jealous and want to be with you again. I don't know. Yeah, I can see you guys getting back together with each other. But it's gonna be after she feels guilty about liking another guy. But if you're willing to forgive that, yeah, I do see you guys getting back together. And I see it actually working out and lasting. If you're willing to actually forgive her all the way and mean it and not hold it against her. That's hard. That was the hardest part about when I had to forgive. It was meaning it. That's why I took my time. So, but yeah, I could see you getting back together, but you're going to have to wait at least 3 to 6 months. This is not going to be a process of getting fully back together. I mean, I just feel it's a crush, and she's going through a young life crisis. Honestly, she doesn't feel sure of herself. She wants to find herself, and she's pushing everybody away. And then somewhere along the way, she had a little crush. I mean, I had a crush on Michael Jackson when I was a kid. People have crushes all the time, and it doesn't mean it goes anywhere. Generally, most of the time it doesn't, and sometimes the other person doesn't even know that you like them. So that's how this it works. As much as men have crushes here and there, so do women. It's actually a natural process. Is you could have crushes all the time as long as you're not acting on it. It's not a bad thing. If you find someone attractive, like in the social media or whatever, like everybody loved Halle Berry. I think they still do. Mariah Carey. People had a crush on her. You got a celebrity crush. You got the neighborhood crush when you're a kid. You got a lot of it. You got your friend crush sometimes. These are things that happen all day, every day, and different times in your life. And it's okay as long as you know who you want to die with in the end. That's all that matters. And it really is all that matters in the world. And I think I had another question. But I think you'll be fine, honestly. And I feel that you guys are still gonna physically be with each other here and there because she's not with no one else. So I think you'll be okay there. I ask about Daniel's interactions towards. And let me see this other question up here. It looked long. I want to know Rajiv's energies for me. What he thinks about our relationship currently, and to tell about his next action. All right, let's get his, see where he's at. All right, all right. He is in a balsamic moon. He's in a healing cycle right now, all together. So I think while he's with you, he's also healing himself. So it kind of would come off maybe not so, like if you're trying to heal yourself, you're going to be a little sometimes isolated at times with your feelings. It happens. And he's going towards the fixed moon. And this is like if you were to manifest something or a better life or whatever, a lot of times it's associated with the fixed moon. I don't know why, that just is. This moon usually signifies that kind of phase in your life. And he is going, and then the final cycle after he's done with forgiving himself and finding his inner self, he got a new moon in Libra, and he's gonna, and these are where romantic cycles begins. I think he's gonna want to start a. I don't know. I guess I know the word would be rejuvenate your romantic cycle. Kind of put it in maybe fast forward, which is good. He's thinking about it, and at least he wants to be sure. I mean, being sure is a good thing. I would think. All right. All right, let me get back to this one now. All right. Mia, may I ask about Daniel's intentions towards me? All right, let's do Daniel. All right. Daniel has right now in the path of a supermoon. And this is when your emotions are running high, and sometimes everything bothers you, and you're just overly exhausted about everything. So he's going towards the South Node, which makes you reflect on your past and accept where your future is going. And he's going towards the waxing moon. And in this moon is where decisions are made, and they stay and they they have to gain energy to keep and stay where where they're not going to go away, to stay on a good constant path and a more permanent one. Oh, you're welcome. I mean, you must really love her. But yeah, that's what I pick up. So I do feel that that guy loves you. He really does. I just give him a chance to find his self. Because if people lose themselves, that's when they're really unhappy, and it's a shame when someone can't find themselves, because you kind of die unhappy when you never found the real you and never got to experience certain things. So just let him do him, and I think you'll be okay. But Rube, if you feel upset and you see I'm on, I try to be on here. I try to be on in, a normal time. So if I'm on, I don't mind talking to you if you feel lonely, because this is going to be a while, and you really must love her. Because I don't know, think I have this much patience for one human being. So you need to get a medal or something for the best boyfriend ever. Because you're like a really, really, really good person. You're like almost angel status. I would put you like archangel status, like with all this going on. She's a very lucky lady. Oh, there's a message restricted. Oh boy. Alright, now we got poor Rashini, future king. Hail. Current feeling, next action, no contact. I don't even. It sounds so cryptid. Can you rephrase it or something? Sounds almost is. I don't understand. Uh, all right. Oh, Lord. All right. Well, I'm gonna take my little nap, probably smoke a bowl and eat, and come back for my evening stream. I I I decided to do this because my husband, when he goes on Twitch, he's always talking about his evening stream or night stream or whatever, you know? So I feel it sounds more professional. So this is why I do this. And he says it is a stream, it's just not video games or music, so. But I'll be back in about an hour because I just need to go do my stuff and I'll be back. And thank you guys for your conversation. All right. Ooh, my ass.